Look up at the night sky. What do you see? Stars, billions of them, a tapestry of light against an infinite backdrop of darkness, the void. We look out into that abyss and we ask the oldest question humanity has ever posed. Are we alone? We crave connection. We demand to know that in this infinite cold, there is someone else holding a torch. But listen closely to the cosmos. What do you hear? Nothing. The great silence. We assume this silence means emptiness. We comfort ourselves with the idea that life is rare, that we are special. We assume silence is safe. But what if it isn't? Imagine a forest at night. It is dead silent, not because it is empty, but because it is full. It is full of predators, and it is full of prey. In the dark forest, every noise is a risk. Every snapping twig is a gamble with death. Every footstep could be your last. The wise animals stay quiet. They hide. They understand the rules of the game. Only the foolish make noise. Only the foolish draw attention to themselves. Now, look back at the stars. What if the universe is just a bigger, darker forest? And what if we are the noisy fools? This brings us to the Fermi Paradox. The premise is simple physics. The universe is ancient, 13.8 billion years old. There are trillions of planets in our galaxy alone. The law of averages dictates that life should be common. Intelligent civilizations should have arisen millions of years before us. They should have spread across the stars. We should see their megastructures. We should hear their communications humming through the void. But we see nothing. We hear nothing. Where is everybody? Scientists have proposed many solutions. Maybe interstellar travel is impossible. Maybe civilizations destroy themselves with nukes or climate change before they can leave their home planet. These are the great filters. These theories are comforting in a grim way. They suggest the problem is internal, that we just need to be smart enough to survive ourselves. But there is another theory, a hypothesis popularized by science fiction author Liu Cixin. It is called the dark forest theory, and it is the single most terrifying explanation for the cosmic silence. It doesn't rely on broken technology or rare biology. It relies on cold, hard game theory. It is cosmic sociology at its most brutal. The dark forest theory is built on two fundamental axioms, two undeniable truths of life. First, survival is the primary objective of any civilization. Above all else, a species must exist. Second, civilizations continuously expand and grow exponentially, but the total matter in the universe remains constant. This creates an inevitable conflict, a zero-sum game played on a galactic scale. There are finite resources in the cosmos, and infinite demand. But that alone isn't enough to create the horror. You need two more ingredients. The first is the chain of suspicion. The universe is vast. Light takes years, centuries, millennia to cross the gaps between stars. Communication is impossibly slow. If we meet another civilization, we cannot know their true intentions. Are they benevolent? Are they hostile? Are they liars? More importantly, we cannot know what they think we think. Do they think we are hostile because they think we think they are hostile? It is an infinite loop of paranoia. In this environment, true trust is mathematically impossible. And then there is the final ingredient, the technology explosion. Look at humanity. For millennia, we used stones, then bronze, then iron. Then, in the blink of a cosmic eye, we went from horse-drawn carriages to splitting the atom, from the Wright brothers to the moon landing in 66 years. A civilization that is weak today could become a godlike threat tomorrow. If you are an advanced civilization watching the stars, you know this. You know that a primitive species on a rocky world could rival your power in just a few centuries. They are future competition for resources. They are a potential existential threat. So, what is the rational choice? What does the hunter do when they see movement in the dark forest? They shoot. They don't ask questions. They don't try to communicate. The risk is too high. The stakes are total annihilation. The most rational move in the cosmic game is to eliminate any potential threat the moment it is detected. Destruction is cheap. Hiding is expensive. The oldest, most powerful civilizations, the apex predators of the galaxy, understand this. They have survived millions of years by adhering to this rule. They cleanse the cosmos of noisy upstarts. They keep the forest dark. The silence of the universe isn't proof of absence. The silence is camouflage. Which brings us to humanity. If the universe is a dark forest full of silent, paranoid hunters, what are we? We are a newborn babe left alone in the woods at night. And what have we done for the last century? We have cried. We have shouted. We have lit flares and waved them around. We have been broadcasting our location to the stars since the invention of radio. Our television signals, our radar, our military transmissions, they are all expanding out into the cosmos in a sphere of noise. We deliberately sent the Arecibo message, a powerful radio blast aimed at a star cluster, detailing our DNA, our population, and exactly where we live. We sent the Voyager probes, carrying maps right to our solar system, encased in gold. We are standing in the middle of the killing field screaming, "We are here! Come find us!" We assume that any alien species advanced enough to find us must be enlightened. We imagine sleek, benevolent explorers, wise mentors ready to uplift us. We project our own naive, hopeful morality onto a cold, indifferent cosmos. We forget our own history. On Earth, when a more advanced civilization encounters a less advanced one, the result is rarely peaceful. It is almost always catastrophic for the weaker party. We are the weaker party. We are advertising our existence to entities that may view us as nothing more than bacteria in a petri dish, or pests contaminating a pristine environment, or, at best, future competition that needs pruning before we grow two thorns. Perhaps we have been lucky. Our radio bubble is only about 100 light-years across, a mere speck in the vastness of the Milky Way. Maybe the hunters haven't heard us yet. The forest is deep, and our cries are still faint. Or maybe they have. Maybe the signal has been received. Maybe a response is already on its way. Not a message of peace, but a relativistic kill vehicle traveling at a fraction of light speed. A silent arrow aimed at the heart of our civilization. We wouldn't see it coming until it vaporized our atmosphere. We look at the night sky with wonder. We should look at it with terror. The Fermi Paradox isn't a riddle waiting to be solved. It is a warning waiting to be heeded. The silence is there for a reason. We need to learn the lesson of the dark forest. We need to stop shouting into the void. We need to hide, because if we keep shouting, eventually, something will answer.